Good day, viewers, and welcome to your Monday episode of Erongo Talk. I'm, of course, Precious Itanapo, your host and presenter for this Monday episode. Now, in today's episode, we bring you news of the devastating fire that took place in Walfish Bay, as well as the IPC meeting that happened in Henties Bay. Now, of course, Namport celebrated their 30th celebration, so we chat to Edith Kukuri, who shares a little bit more about what Namport does. Now, it's a rather chilly morning here in Sokopmund, so we bring you your Erongo Talk episode from our office right here in Platsamir Mall. So please stay tuned for the rest of the episode. Good day, viewers, and welcome to this week's edition of Erongo Talk.
My name is Leandria Mauer.
I am your host, Frida Moloto.
I am Emerita Shikesho.
I am Patricia Tanapo.
Now, as usual, we bring you the latest news, some sports news, as well as the weather and tides.
Om die eerste wen te kry, is 'n goeie gevoel, man.
Yes. Is that the goal, Joy?
Yes, that is currently the goal.
Phenomenal. I feel nice, creative team.
To catch up for more news stories, visit our online channel, oneup2.com, or you can visit our website at www.erongo.com.na. Alternatively, you can check out our DSTV channel, channel 285, and on GoTV, channel 25.
Welcome back. It's, of course, time for our news segment. And in our top story for today, we have a look at the over 80 shacks that burned down in Kwisipmund over the weekend in Walfish Bay. Now, our reporter, Frida Moloto, was at the incident the night of the fire and managed to speak to one of the fire victims the day thereafter. So let's have a look.
My name is Beata Sharukeni. I'm the committee member here at the Matukonjo location, that side of Fotwea. We are having a problem because really we don't know where the fire coming from. The moment I coming outside from my Kageto head, people telling us that fire is coming out, just come out. The ghettos are burning down. I'm learning, I coming outside. The moment I coming outside, the fire already came. I did not get anything. I'm just coming out with my family, but all the things are burning. Some of the things we take it from the ghetto. The moment you come and put the things outside, when you're going there, people are storing the things. That's why we please ask municipality for Valvis Bay, because they told us that this land is for NHE. Municipality for Valvis Bay must please help us the place to stay. Please, about the child, they are really affected because all the things, even the book, the school uniform, all the things are burning down there.
They used to say we must vote for them for changing our account, for changing, but we vote all of those here, but they didn't change anything. We can't see the change. Maybe they are just doing their change on their own, but they are not talking to the people.
Now, secondly, in our news item, the Independent Patriots for Change, IPC's presidential candidate, Pandeleni Ituna, was in Henties Bay over the weekend, where he shared the party's manifesto plans, which include some tax cuts. The presidential candidate also reflected on their victory over the Erongo region in the 2019 elections compared to their opposition party, SWAPO. Let's have a look.
And this is why we are saying in IPC, The tax regime, which is 32, is just too much. And we are therefore looking at reducing it at 22. So what we are proposing, and what we propose in this manifesto, is two things: tax cuts and tax reforms. To make sure we empower and incentivize our businesses to create more jobs. So we are cutting the tax from 32 to 22. At the moment, with 32% of tax, if you actually grossed 100 million Namibian dollars in your business as profit, having paid the salaries and everything else, you will be taking home 68 million Namibian dollars, and the 32 go into the revenue coffers. A government doesn't get money from anywhere else other than from taxes. So if you make 100 million, the government now takes 32, and it's been doing that. Taxes were going up. And you'll take 68. What we are saying is we'll take 22, and you'll take 78. And this is where the stick and carrot comes in, where we say that as a bottom line, if you go and invest that 78 million in your own company, and you grow your company and expand it and employ more people, we will not do anything. We will not tax it. To defend on your behalf as members of IPC our manifesto, and I expect you as members of this party to have that internalization of this manifesto, to be able to explain it and to grasp its economical fortunes that is locked in here. It's your responsibility, and we are not going to take disabled people to war. You need to be able to be well fully equipped to be able to march into that battle. Work tirelessly to make sure that we win these elections and win them resoundingly, so that there is no arguments. We know that there are battles in the other political parties. We will remain focused in getting every single vote of our people in this area. We won this one by 33,000 votes in 2019 against 23,000 of his departed leader. We won Comas with 66,000 votes against 43,000. We nearly won Oshana against 43,000 against 40,000 for the independent candidate. We have got from Onthia, Ondaba, Onipa, Ongwediba, Oshakati, 3 councillors in 4. So we in 3 months were able to come that close to swap, and we can get it on the other side as well, of probably grabbing all the councils there. We've got the ability, the people are with us. It's your energy for this last push for the final delivery that is required.
Lastly, and on a rather lighter note, the Namport celebrated their 30 years this year, 30-year celebration this year, and Namport CEO Andrew Kanime shared a few highlights with us. Let's have a look.
As indicated, we were incorporated in 1994. Just in terms of some of the statistics, our asset base over the last 30 years has grown from a mere 93 million to an asset base of about 6.9 billion as at the end of 30th of March 2024. Our staff complement has also grown from a mere 318 to about 820. This is just in terms of direct employment, let alone indirect employment. Remember, all the various industries that exist around Walvis Bay are anchored on the port activities. So the 820 only speaks to the direct employment of our own people, but if we were to look over and beyond direct employment and look at the number of people that are actually employed in all other supportive industries, that would really be testimony of the growth that we have witnessed over the past 30 years. Realizing that obviously for every one job, direct employment that is actually created, there is multiples of individuals and mouths that are actually fed.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our news segment for today. If you want to have a look at more of these stories, please stop by our website. That is www.erongo.com.na. Do make sure to pop in on our social media platforms and keep up to date with what is happening in and around the region. But that's it from today's news episode. However, we have more coming up. We have an interview with Edith Kukuri from Namport, so please stay tuned.
Spring into savings with Union Tiles World of Tiles. Discover unbeatable deals on luxurious, locally produced and imported tiles and accessories. Whether you're renovating your kitchen, bathroom or patio, we've got the perfect solution to transform your space. Be spoiled for choice and step into the Union Tiles World of Tiles. Go to uniontiles.co.za. Find us on Google and connect with us on social media. Union Tiles. Style and quality you can afford.
Yes, I look like a kid.
Super tasty.
And it's super good for you. Super good for immunity, brain, growth needs, and tummy.
Super nutrition for super kids. A Lula Gold Kid.
Right now, I'm here with Edith Kukuri from Namport. She's, of course, the Employee Experience Officer, as it's safe to say.
Yeah.
First of all, how are you doing, Edith?
I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
Can't complain. Thank you for allowing me to steal you for a few minutes. But we just want to chat Namport. We want to know, for those who only know Namport as, okay, it's a ports company. What is Namport? What can people expect? What is Namport all about?
All right. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Namport, I think it's important to start from straight on that we are not a fishing company. We really the community and the public confuses us with fishing companies because of one of the activities that we do, which is articulated in the act that we comply with, which is Act of 1994, which is the act that established us as a ports authority. Now, within this act, there are various activities or mandates that we're supposed to carry out as an entity. And one of them is what I had alluded to first, which is to support the local fishing industry.
Okay.
Yeah. And then also with cargo handling, is also another activity. We would then also receive vessels, around about 3,000, approximately 1,500 to 3,000 vessels annually between the two ports, which is at the port of Walfish Bay and the port of Ludwig. Yeah, so those are the two seaports that Namibia has, and the Namibian Ports Authority then manages these ports, as well as the lighthouses, which are at Diaz Point, and then Pelican Point as well.
Okay.
Yeah, and then also we do, like I said, the receiving of vessels, ship repair, and also we have a number of activities. But one of them, and definitely we are not
a fishing company.
Yes.
So Namport is not the number to dial when you're looking for your hake, your khaloon, and your snook.
We also look for them. We are also looking.
As a matter of fact, if when you find them, call us as well. Okay, now you mentioned quite a list of activities, and one that stood out for me was managing the lighthouses and so forth. And not a lot of our, if I can throw us under the bus, our youth are aware of our lighthouses, except for now the one that we know all in Sokoman. But just take us a little bit into detail about how managing those activities go.
So that would entail, that is really managed under our engineering department, which is to, like it says, to maintain the lighthouses, to ensure that they're in operational order. This obviously we do know that the lighthouses are then used to guide the vessels as they're sailing. And as I mentioned, we have two of them. You correctly said that the one in Swakopmund has basically become a tourist attraction now.
Yes.
Yeah, it's no more operational. So we have one here in Walfish Bay and the other one in Luderitz at Diaz Point. That's the one in Luderitz, and the one here is at Pelican Bay in Walfish Bay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's safe to say that there are actually operational lighthouses and
100%.
not just the one that has now become a tourist attraction.
No. They are not white
in
elephants. They are operational, and they get managed by us, and that's also part of our activities under the act that is then established us as a company.
Okay, now you mentioned earlier our two ports that we have, which is one in Walvish Bay and one in Lüderitz. So my question is just basically touching on the two. Is it safe to assume that Walvish Bay would then be the bigger one carrying out bigger operations, or how does it work?
That's correct. The Walfish Bay or the port of Walfish Bay, what would determine it to be your main office would obviously be your staff complement, which is close to just over 700. And then the rest I work at the port of Lüderitz. We are just less than 900 staff members, just above 900 staff members for both ports, right? But the majority is here at the Walfish Bay Port office, like you correctly said, it being the main seaport of Namibia. And then also another determining factor would be the size of it, and also the number of vessels that we would then be able to accommodate the market that we service as well. Because the Lüderitz, or the port that is in the southern part of the country, which is the port of Lüderitz, we can only serve mainly your South African market with your fruits and your manganese.
Okay.
Yeah, and the rest of like the vehicles, the salt companies, the fishing, etc. will then be served from here, or be serviced from the port of Walfish.
Okay. So it's safe to say that Namport covers quite a large list of activities. So just going a little bit more into the technical aspects of stuff, which department, according to you, would you say requires the most attention, if I can put it that way?
I was hoping you would ask which department would be the most important department.
Also
I would
something
obviously
like that.
say it's my department, but no, on a serious note. I think which department would require the most technical? I think every department is it's unique in its own way. It will not be right to signal out one, but what we're doing, we are right now busy with career fairs and exhibitions and stuff.
Yeah.
Really to promote the maritime industry and the maritime careers. What we have noticed as an entity is that there is a serious skills gap within the marine sector or the maritime industry careers, and that's why NAMPOT would then go out to promote the various careers within the maritime industry. And then also that would entail competitions to entice the learners, to also encourage them to pursue this study or this line of career.
Okay, now when we say career fields, what are we talking about?
So we would then be talking about your port captains, your tag masters. These are all technical terms that you would only be able to understand and appreciate once you either visit us, or you would then get onto our website where you would then get more information. But like for example, your tag master is the guy who navigates. Or when I say guy, we just had now a colleague who's a female who does your tag masters, and they would navigate the tug boats, which is owned by NAMPOT. NAMPOT only owns tug boats. One of our activities as an entity is to provide shipping services to incoming vessels from across the world. That simply means we would then receive vessels from across the world, and in order for them to come and dock at our quayside, and I'm talking about technical now, right? So basically, for a vessel to come and park at the parking bay at NAMPOT, they would need to be guided by
a tug master.
And those are one of the professions that we would then pursue.
Okay. Okay, so like Edith mentioned, I think it's safe to say stop by Namport, stop by their website, read a little bit onto it, and you might just find your dream career. But thank you so much for sharing just a little bit more on Namport. It was an absolute pleasure to prick into the brains of someone that's actually on the ground inside and just telling us how things operate. I hope this is not the last time we meet and it's not the last time we chat. You seem like you have so much more to tell. So until next time, it's thank you for now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
At Specsavers, we're committed to offering affordable and professional eye care. That's why we're offering 1,500 Namibian dollars worth of savings with our winter promotion. Get a free frame up to the value of 1,500 Namibian dollars, or use the 1,500 Namibian dollars on one of our leading lens enhancements. To qualify, simply purchase a comprehensive eye examination and prescription frame and lenses. Book online or call your nearest store today. Specsavers, for affordable eye care and a whole lot more.
If you should come upon an accident, prioritize safety by moving to a secure location and calling emergency services. Provide first aid if trained, protect the scene with hazards, and exchange information with involved parties. Document the scene, gather witness information, and then cooperate with the authorities and share any information you may have. Always prioritize safety and act responsibly. To change a tire, find a safe spot, use the lug wrench to loosen nuts, lift the car with a jack, remove the lug nuts and the flat tire, mount the spare tire, hand tighten your lug nuts, lower the vehicle, tighten the lug nuts in a crisscross pattern, check the tire pressure, stow away equipment and replace the spare tire with a regular tire as soon as you can. Refer to your owner's manual for specific instructions.
Right, now that brings us to the end of our Monday episode of Erongo Talk. Please do make sure to have a look at all of these news items on our website. That is www.erongo.com.na. Alternatively, you can follow us on all our social media platforms. That's Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, you name it. We are on all of those social platforms. Now, we are also on DSTV. That is DSTV channel 285 and GoTV channel 25. So make sure to catch us live on all of these platforms. But from Oti Monica and I, it's of course goodbye.